Hello, fellow movie lovers. Welcome to our annual Whatcha Watching Oscar edition. I'm so glad you all could come here to talk about the Oscars, all the winners, nominees. We're going to have a good old time, who we thought should have won, who we wanted to win, and just a bunch of other stuff. So here today, again, I have Tim Kaczynski, my awesome coworker and fellow movie aficionado.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us again, Tim. I really appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Always just fun to talk movies.
Absolutely. And then also, again, Miss Lisa Devins-Horoho joining us, another fellow movie aficionado.
Woo! So excited to be here.
You may recognize her from the intro as the supermodel with the two schlubs.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for gracing us with your lovely acumen, Lisa.
Yes. Excited to be here.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Yes, it was a good Oscar, so I can't wait to dive into this. So, well, let's just begin then. So first of all, I have to talk about that cold opening. That with Conan O'Brien as Gladys, I was laughing so hard. That was one of the funniest openings I've seen in a long time. What did you guys think?
Oh, go ahead, Lisa.
I thought the same. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought he hit like all the marks. And it the only problem is, and we'll get to that, I think it kind of went downhill after that, but that was a really strong open.
Yeah, it was funny.
I thought they started and ended strong. You know, with
Yes.
him going, with Conan going into the crematorium was very nice at the end too. But, you know, I thought the opening was great. You know, I wish they wouldn't have I think the technical glitches really didn't help them out. You know, that they were having sound problems and it seemed like they were scrambling a little bit technically. So I don't think that helped the comedy to maintain an even keel throughout. But it opened so strong.
I don't know if you saw this, but at one point, and it was later in the broadcast, they came back from commercial and Conan was talking and he had no idea that they were back. He was just like chit-chatting.
Oh,
and then he was like, oh, we're back?
I didn't know if that was a bit. He's like, are we live? You never know. Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh,
He was just kind of like, just stay the course. We're almost there. That's the one you're talking about, right?
A pep talk, yeah.
Yeah. That was why.
That was a glitch. Oh, I remember that moment.
It was a glitch.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
it was just so weird how he was talking to himself.
Yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about. That moment. Yeah.
I don't know if that was a bit or not, because Conan's such a weird comedian.
Yes.
That him talking to himself isn't even like in the top 50% of weirdness of things he does.
Yep.
You know, he was pretty. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, there were sound issues throughout, like the middle. You know, it was, and then the one weird thing where they cut off the K-pop Demon Hunter songwriter. What was that about?
The mic just went.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought that was so rude.
Yeah, I mean, was that? Do you think that was a glitch? Was it intentional?
No, it was intentional. I think. Yeah, I think they were like
from speaking. You think?
Yep, because he was he pulled out his feet and they're like, probably, oh no, here we go, like a bunch of thanks again. We got to cut this short. I think it was intentional. Yep.
Oh wow! I just thought it seemed sloppy. That's what it seems like.
Either way, it's not a good look.
No.
Well, if you're going to interrupt people, make your broadcast longer. Like, give it like an extra hour if you have to. Like, don't like make it a hard time limit. Like, because I like to hear everyone. I'm always nervous when people are like, oh, they're gonna get cut off. Like, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Oh
yeah.
So, I hate it.
Well, so I think but they're
next year.
Is it next year they're doing that?
I think it's a year after next.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was 28. I'm probably pretty sure.
I mean, I think once they go to YouTube, you know, I'm guessing that it's going to be a little less stringent. Probably.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Even more. They have more. I assume they wouldn't have a time limit for the ceremony. So as far as I know.
Well, right. Wouldn't that be the case? I would think that would be the case simply because they're just paying for it. There's
Yeah.
not there. I'm sure there'll be sponsorship within, but I mean, they don't have to worry about fitting all the commercials in.
Sure.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
Netflix taking over the Globes. Like it's so much more fun now because they can say anything they want and it can go as long as they want.
Good point.
And
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more fun. I mean, when you watch the old Academy Awards, just the footage, like it was a party. It wasn't so,
Yep.
and it was a lot
Yeah.
looser. And people still did an abundant amount of talking and, to a degree, politicizing a little bit. The 70s is, I think, when that really exploded.
Sure.
But no, I mean, I
Yeah.
thought overall it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I thought, I like the way they included the audience a little bit more, especially
Yeah.
Stellan Skarsgård. But I'm a big Stellan Skarsgård fan, so it was just nice to, have him breaking the plane of the stage. I like that a lot.
yeah.
And Grogu.
Oh yeah,
That was so cute. I
and it
love
was
that.
pointed out that he couldn't clap though. I mean, he just looked like he was kind of flapping in his seat.
Yeah.
Poor Grogu.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I think we'll get started on the winners of the night. So let's get going. So for everyone watching, we're going to start with the acting wins. We're going to each go around, say who we wanted to win, and then just talk about the winner and stuff. So we'll go from there. So the first award of the night was Best Supporting Actress, which went to Amy Madigan for Weapons. And then Tim, who was your pick for this category?
Let me consult my notes, but
Okay.
honestly, I wanted her to win. I wanted
Okay.
Amy Madigan to win. I thought she was fantastic. Not only was she doing a character that was just so outside of the norm for her, in many ways, it was also a Lifetime Achievement Award. And I don't have a
agree.
problem with that. For someone who's been in the game for 40 plus years,
Mhm.
I mean, she was Uncle Buck's girlfriend, for goodness sake.
Oh my
I totally
gosh,
forgot
that's
that. Yep.
right.
He
Yeah.
was. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, just compare and contrast that to the witch character.
Yep.
It's fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing the Netflix prequel. Because
Netflix is doing it. Okay.
I don't think they're releasing it to theaters at all. It's just going to be a strictly Netflix thing. So,
Okay.
I mean, if you gotta cash in on something, that feels like a good way to go about it.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
And Lisa, who was your pick to win Best Supporting Actress?
I was thrilled that she won. I really was. I think it was like a Lifetime Achievement Award. I think she took really bold choices. And I love that because we all love horror movies. And I love that they're getting the props that they deserve because
Finally.
it's just as difficult
Absolutely.
to do that and make it believable and make it scary. And
Yes.
it was a little camp at the end, but then that was okay. That was fine,
Well, a little camp, but then, I mean, the kids rip her apart. That's not that campy.
That was pretty violent.
I don't feel like giving it away at this point is a real spoiler.
No.
It's been out forever. But I remember, I thought it was funny, and then when they catch her, I was just like, my jaw dropped because I like movies when they swing like that from being funny to brutal. I think it's great. Matt, how about you? Were you done, Lisa?
Expect it.
No,
I like when
exactly.
you don't expect it. Yeah. You never know where it's going to go. And I feel like that was a prime example because you were laughing hysterically and then you were like, oh my God.
You're like, oof, gross.
Oh, yeah. Well, my biggest surprise was that Josh Brolin was in the movie. Honestly, I've been trying lately to be really a blank slate going into movies. I just hate how much information is given to you in the previews
Trailers,
and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to read reviews beforehand, but so I honestly didn't know that Josh Brolin was in the movie. So I go sit down with my big old bucket of popcorn. I'm like, hey, look at that. It's Josh Brolin. Who knew?
I was the same way. I didn't know he was in the movie either.
Yeah.
I just knew.
Oh,
Me
cool.
too. I had no idea.
Oh, wild.
No
That's great. I mean, I really do like the director of this whole, what they're referring to sometimes now is the Detroit genre of horror, because the directors are all originally from Detroit and everything, apparently.
Oh.
And but I I think they're fun. I think horror movies. I've loved horror movies. Well, Matt, you're probably the newest aficionado of loving horror movies
Possibly,
in this
yeah.
group. Just in this group,
Yeah.
I've loved them since I was, when I was a kid. My bedroom, the ceiling collapsed on my head, so I had to sleep on the couch in my house. And they were very bad at policing me from watching late night television.
Yeah.
So from the age of like 5 on, I started watching late night horror films, just like classics and stuff. And I got hooked really young. But I think what they're doing now with horror is really, really interesting.
It is, yes. I agree. Yeah. Of course, I picked Amy to win, and I jumped up the couch and was cheering like crazy. My dad's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "It's a horror win. You don't understand. Horror's not been recognized by the Oscars. Like, this is huge." So, just like I kept seeing pictures of her character circulating before I saw the movie. I'm like, "Who is this woman? Like, what is this?" So just like from that first appearance you see her in to that cold, ruthless, no makeup, bald, little hair, telling the kid, "I'm gonna hurt your parents if you don't do what I do." Like that switch, just so good.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, and she didn't come into the movie like an hour into it. I would say something like that.
Oh yeah, it was a while until she showed up.
Yeah, so her presence, just like it was just so good. I was so happy for her. So just like I'm just happy, like Lee said, I'm happy horror's getting recognition. It deserves it. I'm still mad about Toni Collette from Hereditary not getting nominated. Lupita Nyong'o not getting nominated for Us. Oh wait. Yeah, Us. Yeah. Those two performances of the past few years in horror have just been so good. So I'm happy. I was so happy. It was a pretty good race for Best Supporting, though. I think everyone did a good job. My only one thing, Elle Fanning was good. I don't think she should have been nominated for Sentimental Value, in my opinion. So she's the only one I'm like, So
I unfortunately didn't see Sentimental Value.
Okay.
That was one of the few movies that were up for a lot of things that I didn't see. Elle Fanning's to me, she's kind of a blandish actress.
Somewhat, yeah.
I mean, in the very right role, she can have fun and stand out. Like, well, again, in horror, wasn't she in The Black Coat's Daughter?
That I'm not sure about.
I'm pretty sure she was, and she, I think, checked out pretty early. But, I think, you brought up, not to revert back to horror finally getting its due, but you bring up Toni Collette. I think that was the very start of when they started to bring real actors into horror.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which gave the horror just that much more weight. It did. I mean, it's not always been the case. I mean, Ruth Gordon winning for Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, that's true.
She was good and creepy in the 60s, but I mean, it was few and far between. How horror, especially in the 80s, which I dearly love, was so schlocky. Even when it was done super well, like Reanimator and From Beyond, it was also schlocky. But now they're treating them like actual movies. And we'll talk about this more when we get to other actors in other movies and stuff. But so I'll be quiet about what I was just going to say. I edited myself for good reason.
All right. So, like I said, Amy won Best Supporting. So we're going to go to Best Supporting Actor now, which was Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. So let me
try and find his movie poster. I make no guarantees. We may be scrolling through pictures here.
Okay.
Let's find out. Nope. That's not it at all.
Wrong movie.
Not even close. There we go. Yeah. That's better.
Yeah. So my pick for Sean Penn was my second pick. My pick to win was Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, because again, he was famous for the Kissing Booth movies, like this romantic teeny bopper, and then he transformed to the monster. Was really good. So I like a good transformation for actors that do something they're not used to, and a lot of my picks were like that. So he was my pick, but Sean Penn. Oh, geez. In the movie, he cracked me up with his mannerisms, his stiff walk, his little jaw thing he did.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a great pick still.
And the exceptionally tight T-shirt.
Yep.
I'm glad that they even commented on it in the movie.
Yeah. So I thought I was happy with his win. We'll talk about, we'll say your picks, and we'll talk about what we think, why he didn't show up at all.
Lisa.
Oh, I know why he didn't show up.
Oh, okay. Well, say your pick, then we'll talk about it. Okay.
I wasn't mad that he won. Again, I thought he did a great job. I really think he's an intense and incredible actor. I was kind of rooting for Jacob Elordi because I feel like he's showing a lot of range. I'm a fan from Euphoria, and he does a great job, and that's a very different character. So I would have been happy if he won as well. And do you want me to tell you why Sean Penn isn't here?
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Okay, he's in the Ukraine. He left, and he has been a big advocate. And he actually, there's footage of him giving the Oscar to what's his face's name?
Zelensky.
Yeah.
Oh my God! See, this is why it's not great to have supermodels on a show.
What's his name? He runs the country.
Who is that guy? You know, with the beard and the fatigues. He's doing something.
He also has a tight shirt. He also has a tight shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, for a comic actor, he does wear very tight t-shirts.
Yes.
I mean,
but I knew the answer.
Okay, I did not know
that. Know the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Now I'm gonna before I talk about that, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Sean Penn. Now, I agree that he is doing not Sean Penn the actor, Sean Penn the copyright activist. You know, it's like I'm kind of losing steam for Sean Penn the activist because that brand is getting a little self-serving for me. It seems like he's not about the causes anymore. It seems like he's about him and getting himself out there in front of the cause. And that's bothersome to me because he used to be, kind of like, this is a completely different genre, but kind of like Bono. When Bono started as an activist, and then it became about Bono, meeting with people, and it wasn't about the activism anymore. And so that kind of bugged me. Now that I will step off my soapbox, and I will say that I didn't mind that he won. Like you were saying, Matt, about the best actress category. There were a lot of good actors in the best supporting category. A lot of them. I really like Jacob Elordi too, not just from what he did typically to doing, becoming a monster, but his transformation within the movie was also exceptionally well done. I thought his mute acting was really, really good too. Exactly. But I really wanted Delroy Lindo to win.
Delroy, nice, good choice.
He's had such much like Amy Madigan, he's had an astonishing career. There are several times he should have been nominated in the past and just was kind of snubbed.
Sure.
But I thought, the character in Sinners was very complex, a very interesting character, had this great arc and this great backstory that you found out throughout the movie that he didn't just kind of all of it right up front. He let you discover the character as the movie went on. So I was rooting for him, but like I said, I don't mind that Sean Penn won because he was a different kind of monster.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. Yep. I agree.
And where I'm surprised he won is there was so much to root at. As an American populace, at least a certain percentage of the populace, there's so much to root against that character that, especially in Hollywood, which is a liberal stronghold. I mean, whether you like it or not, it's just true that people voted for him playing such an extreme version of the ugly side of America.
Sure. Yeah.
That I'm surprised he won. But where he was great was he didn't apologize. Not one iota for any of that performance. There was no winking. There was no, it was the opposite of my problem with Sean Penn, the activist. He was committed 1,000% to the ugliness. Yes. And that was pretty great.
I agree with all that. Yeah. It was just like I said, the mannerisms himself just made me oh, this guy's just slimy feeling the whole movie. I'm
and Matt, someone that who may be watching along.
My wonderful wife, Jessie. Yep. We got Frankenstein together.
Also,
yeah.
Oh, is that why you guys have the same last name?
Could be.
Oh, okay. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep. We both agree Jacob killed
Yeah.
it. Yeah. We
No,
both
I mean,
love him. Yeah, it was good.
I think but again, like if he would have won, I wouldn't have been upset.
Nope.
Going down the list, like best supporting, like Sean Penn. Well, Lisa and I were talking about this earlier. Benicio del Toro is just getting nominated now for showing up.
Yeah, I
think
liked him in the movie.
His personality is just crazy.
Yep.
And he's just coming out and going, wow. And people go, that's fantastic. And it wasn't bad, but it wasn't it wasn't a transformation.
It wasn't Oscar worthy, which I agree. He was about on my list.
Yeah.
I liked him in it.
I liked him. I especially liked his final scene. Like when he got pulled over for DUI.
Yes. That was fun.
If he had, he really was charming. It was just such an easy role for him to play.
Yeah.
Like if he had, what was the, I'm just blanking on everything. Who directed, oh gosh darn it. I can't remember now. And never mind. Okay. I'm going to drag the show down, and I don't want to do that. But Wes Anderson. I'm sorry. What was the Something Gambit? The Wes Anderson movie that Benicio del Toro did.
Oh, the Phoenician Scheme.
The Phoenician Scheme. That's it. Yeah. Like if he had been nominated for that I would have understood.
Yeah, he was great in that one. I agree.
He was fantastic, and that would of course been actor, not supporting. But But this one, it was just kind of like he did good. But in a movie where everyone is so ramped up, I guess there's something to be said for someone who is low key and not going over the top and drinking beer in almost every scene.
I'm sorry. I feel like with Benicio del Toro, it's a lot like Jack Nicholson. What we're seeing is a lot of just who that person is.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I like Nicholson, but sometimes he is just playing himself, and other times he really steps out. And I just felt like you said he was just playing himself.
I agree.
Yep. Charming.
Yeah, I agree. And Stellan Skarsgård, even though I haven't seen the movie, I would be shocked if he was awful.
No, he wasn't. It was
he was really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was real good.
He was real good.
Lisa says he was real good. But I remember the first time I saw him was in Breaking the Waves. I know he had done other foreign films before that. But man, Breaking the Waves, I mean, that movie just in general, it sticks with you.
Yes, it does. I agree. All right, so I think we'll move on to our next one, which is the main acting award. So Best Actor was Michael B. Jordan for Sinners.
Let me get to Sinners. I can do it. I can do it.
Yes, you have it.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. So he was not my pick. I had Ethan Hawke winning. So Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, again, transformation. Like he just so good. I was convinced it was based on a play because it was like the one in the bar the whole time. So I'm like, I was surprised it wasn't based on a play because all those monologues Ethan had to do. I'm like, that's a lot. So, but he was just so good. Michael B. Jordan was my middle pick. After who do I have after Ethan? Oh, Timothy from Marty Supreme. Sorry, Tim. I know you don't like him.
I did like him in Marty Supreme though. I honestly did. I enjoyed Marty Supreme. I know that one of our coworkers, Sharon, did not care for Marty Supreme.
She did not. No,
I don't know why exactly. I just she didn't really even say why. She just nah, I didn't like it. But
I had Ethan Hawke. So Tim, who's your pick for Best Actor?
Michael B. Jordan. I have to say, I just really like his transformation from just being very likable and riding on charm in most of his movies to actually having someone push him as an actor. And that's why I really liked him. You apologize for Timothy Chalamet. My bigger bone to pick is Ethan Hawke. I cannot stand Ethan Hawke. I cannot
really.
But side story that I could tell better if we were out having a beer, my wife and Ethan Hawke got in an argument at
What?
the White Horse Tavern in New York about who was the better sixth man that year on the New York Knicks. That really escalated quickly. And that was just so much fun. But I mean, it was great. But as an actor, since Dead Poet Society, I mean, it goes right back to the earliest days. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. Now, it was set at Sardi's, right?
Yes.
The movie.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Lisa, Matt, have you been to New York?
I was there for like 20 minutes. We had to catch a bus to Washington D.C. and it was way too crowded for me. I'm like, get me out of here.
Well, were you at Port Authority?
I don't know. We were
Port Authority.
It was probably
we landed in New York. We had I don't know. My aunt and uncle set these trips up for us. I don't question their travel plans. So we were in front of the Macy's, I think, in front of the Empire State Building. I think we were waiting for.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but yeah, I'm like, this is too busy. I don't want to be here. Get me out of here.
Oh God, I love how busy New York is. But that's just me. But I thought you had the misfortune of being in Port Authority, which is one of the worst places on earth. That's a bus station there. But Sardi's is absolutely charming, where the movie was set, and I've had the good fortune of being there for producers' receptions, like this movie, and it was very accurate what the vibe is like. You know, I mean, I didn't go during that time period, but they got the vibe of the way things play out when they're not hits. You know, or when someone's career is ending and someone else is surging. They got that dead on. But Ethan Hawke would have been my 5 because I just can't take it. I can't take Ethan Hawke. But I thought Timothy Chalamet was good. Leonardo DiCaprio is a shockingly good actor. I mean, he can switch up so much. And Wagner Moura was also fantastic in Secret Agent. You know, I mean, so here's another category that was just chock full of talent, you know. But I thought Michael B. Jordan did a phenomenal job. Very believable as two people. So yeah, I was very satisfied that he won. I thought he also gave a very classy acceptance speech.
He did, not like Adrian Brody, where he just went on and on and on. And
forever and ever and ever. Even though I liked Adrian Brody's performance,
I did too.
You know, don't get me wrong, but that acceptance speech, oh boy. Yeah. But Michael B. Plus Michael B. Jordan was wearing a really nice suit, not a suit that everyone could wear, but he looked really good.
He did. Yep, I agree.
Lisa, have I stolen every talking point you had?
No.
Good.
I didn't see The Secret Agent because I'm going to be very honest. I couldn't get through it. I kept starting to watch it, and it was one of those things that I just, it is work sometimes to watch a subtitled movie. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be, but it is work sometimes. And this felt like work, and I just couldn't get through it. So I can't comment on his performance. Okay, I would have been happy with anybody winning because I just do feel like they were deserving. But something about, and I'm sorry, Tim, something about Ethan Hawke's performance just it just broke my heart. And it was that merger of what openings on Broadway feel like in that time period, and that fact that it felt like a stage play, and it just, there was something about it. I was just lost in that world. So it was kind of rooting for him, but I have to say that Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, all of it, this is just it. This is defining for this time. It was a defining moment. The script was so wonderful, and it was filmed so beautifully. And the fact that he played, two different characters, and the statement that the movie was making, I can't beat upset that he won because I really think he deserves it. And I think that horror movies are only going to keep going in a better direction because
I
of
hope
this.
so.
I think it's going to be more exploratory. It's going to be better scripts. It's just because the cast, there wasn't a bad person in that cast.
Nope.
Agreed. Yeah, I completely agree. You know what? I'm gonna bring this down, and let's jump the gun a little, Matt, if I may. Let's just talk about Sinners. Now,
Yes.
that was, and we don't have to talk about what won, but that was my pick for Best Picture.
Okay.
Because I've never seen a movie like Sinners. I don't even know that it was a horror movie. It was an incredible movie with vampires.
Yep.
But like even the vampires, like I don't know that actor. My wife knows him from watching an ungodly amount of British TV and movies, but I don't know him. But man, was he good! And his monologues about his backstory and when he was doing the song and the step dancing, that's never been in a horror movie before. And like last year, I was going on about how much I love the Irish indie horror scene, and I still do. But I've never seen anything like Sinners, and I agree with Lisa. Like it's just so well written. It was so beautifully directed. The way they incorporated music and sound into the film. I'm glad I saw it on a big screen, and I didn't get to see it until its re-release about 6 weeks before the Academy Awards when they put it back in theater for just a week. And I was so glad that I ran to Sheboygan late one night and saw it on the last day it was showing. Because it was phenomenal. And it should be seen on a big screen. The bigger, the better.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it on a big screen, and I don't think I saw anything on the big screen. I think I had.
I didn't see a lot either.
I saw 9 of the 10, and I saw all of them on a big screen.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. Well, Lisa can attest. Living out in Jersey, if you drive 30 miles to see a movie, it's not a big deal. So I don't mind hopping in the car to go see a movie in Green Bay or Sheboygan or even Milwaukee. If it's at the Oriental, their popcorn's worth driving down to Milwaukee. So good. They use real butter. Oh, it's fantastic. And it's fresh pop. I love it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, what did you guys think about Sinners in beyond Michael B. Jordan?
First of all, can we give a applause for most nominated movie in history? Like 16 noms?
Like, for a horror movie. That's incredible. I agree.
Horror. That I saw that, I'm like, I couldn't even believe it. I was so happy. Like, that's what horror needs. Like that most nominated in history, a horror movie. Like, I was so happy. Yeah. So, but other than that, the movie I really enjoyed. I love when actors play twins because I just always am convinced it's another person. Like I always go back to one of Jesse's favorite movies is The Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan. And she watches that constantly. Every time I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's only one. Lindsay Lohan's only one actress. That's her twice. That's not another. She's not really a twin. So I love that. So it's harder too, I think, to play two roles because you're double duty basically. So I give major props to actors that can pull that off so good and do it so well. So him winning for that, and then just like him, the two separate characters in the movie, just phenomenal. I gotta give a shout out to You said Jack O'Connell was the vampire. I love when movies have a good scene that I'm riveted by. And the Irish Jig, that scene, I was like, oh my God, this scene is so sinister, but it's so good because I didn't expect it.
It's sinister, but so enjoyable to watch, right?
Yeah, it was. Like, I have the song on my playlist.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no, the song is so good.
Rocky Road to Dublin. Yeah. Yep, I listened to it a lot. It's so catchy. It's such a good song.
Yeah, I mean, all the music was really phenomenal, and that they got. I am not name positive tonight. The guy who played the old guitar player at the end, I'm blanking on his name, from Chicago, the blues man.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I know who you're talking about.
I mean, he's great. I've seen him in concert a couple times. He's 89 and still touring, and he was such a good choice to play the older side of the twins. And I love that, they show up during the credits, that they didn't just peel right into it. That was great to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who wasn't getting a lot of love is the younger kid who played the older guitar player when he was younger. He's not getting a lot of love, and that's kind of a shame. Yeah.
Wasn't he nominated for a Golden Globe, though? I think he was nominated for a Globe. I'm
not sure.
I'm not sure, but I think he was. But I think they made more of him and his contribution during the Globes because he was really kind of overlooked. Okay. And isn't he a musician by trade? And then this, I haven't seen him in anything before this.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah, me neither. He was great. Oh, Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy is the name of the old guitar player.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the younger guitar, he could have been a musician. I mean, this director doesn't care who he casts. He will cast who is right for the role. It doesn't matter if they're, but now with Golden Globes, there's the award for best cast, correct?
Yes.
With Golden Globes, or is that SAG?
So, yeah. I think it's Golden Globe too. Pretty sure.
What one for best cast? Do you remember?
Actor. The SAG Awards actor. They do best cast, not Golden Globe.
Okay.
And I don't remember who won.
I don't either. I don't know.
I watched it, but I don't remember who won.
Well, because I really thought from top to bottom that Sinners had the best cast. I mean, because just everyone was great.
I love Haley Steinfeld. I love her. I feel like she can, your brain goes, this person should be an ingenue. And I think she does everything she can to put an edge on it. And I completely believed her. I loved her. I really did.
Yeah, she was good. Absolutely.
I agree. I completely agree. Let's see. We got a comment. Let me see who it's from. I love Sinners, and I'm not a big fan of horror movies.
No, she is not. She likes the psychological horror, but other than that, no. So
yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised she said yes to watching it.
Mara, after I told her about it, Mara's not a big horror person either. Mm-hmm. But afterwards, she's like, well, I probably would have seen that had I known it about the movie.
Oh, okay.
So, that leaves me to believe I'll be seeing it again on a smaller screen, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm now seeing it on the big screen, but
as horror goes, but it was scary. I was genuinely scared sometimes, but I don't think it was gross.
No,
that scene in Weapons when they pull her apart was gross, and I don't.
Yes, it was.
I didn't feel like I didn't have to turn away or anything during Sinners. I just, yeah.
I mean, but even when
it starting point for horror, if they want to start horror, I would say Sinners is a good beginner choice, maybe.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
you're not like.
Oh, you would say Sinners is a good choice for a first horror movie?
Well, if you're dipping your toes into horror, it's not over your face, you're covering your eyes, jump scares every minute,
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think
were there any jump scares in Sinners? I don't remember.
I don't remember. There might have been. I don't remember what it was.
But I thought Weapons, it went from gross to funny. They kept switching back and forth, and also remarkable in its funniness in a weird way. And I don't mean that when the guy, you see him running to the pump at the gas station from about a quarter mile away, and they stuck with it as a one shot. And I'm like, that's just incredible. It was hilarious in a weird way because you knew it was going to happen. It's like, well, all right, I'm just going to sit back and watch someone get hurt, apparently. It was wild, but yeah, I like everyone here, I'm so glad that horror is coming into its own as now a respected genre.
Yeah,
exactly. I wish that Frankenstein would have got a little more love than it did. To be honest, because Well, we're going to get into like later what got ignored, but there is a certain actor in there that continues to be ignored that I don't understand why. Okay. Should I just say it now?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Mia Goth. I don't understand how she doesn't get love. You know, she's so versatile. She plays characters in a very different way. It's not like the same cookie cutter thing. Like the character of Elizabeth, I've never seen her played that way before. And then she plays the mom too. I mean, she's always playing double roles. You know, it's wild. Yep. And so that's my 2 cents. Plus, why did Del Toro? I hope so. Why didn't Del Toro get nominated as director?
Oh, yeah, I don't understand that either.
Yeah.
I mean, was it because he won just recently?
For Shape of Water? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be a deterrent.
How long ago was Shape of Water?
17.
5? Oh, it was 17
years ago.
Wow, 10 years ago. Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I thought it was sooner than that.
Nope. I was just doing my displays for Best Actress nominees for movies, and I put Shape of Water in there. It was 2017 it came out. Yep.
Oh, that was such a good movie. Mm-hmm. And when we get to the snubs part, I have something to say, but I'm not going to say it now. There. As I've been vomiting everything else out, as if we need to talk about it immediately or it's just gone. But shall we move on, Matt?
Yes, let's go to the last acting category for Best Actress, which was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. So I loved this performance. She was not my pick. I picked Rose Byrne for Five Legs I Kick You because I get common theme. It was a role I didn't expect from her. I was stressed out the whole movie watching her go through all these horrible situations, and she was just so good. Sure. But Jessie Buckley, grief is not an easy thing to portray in a movie, especially one about a child. It's not easy. I think a good example of another great performance is Nicole Kidman in Rabbit Hole with that movie. If you guys seen that one.
Yeah.
So they remind me a lot of that. But oh my God, Jessie Buckley. I love that her trajectory. Like I've seen her from the first time, like in some other stuff, and she's just killing it in these movies. And yeah, the whole movie, like just the whole. I've told you this, Tim. Knowing that the actor was the brother of the kid that played Hamnet, that just made it full circle. That movie. So so well deserved win. She totally deserved it. I was extremely happy with her win.
But then I found out she was Irish, and I wanted nothing to do with it.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I honestly didn't know she was Irish.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time I think I've ever really paid attention to her.
Oh.
You know, I mean, honestly, devoted my attention to her. She was phenomenal. I don't have a problem with her winning in the least bit. You know, and part of it also was I just liked Hamnet, period. You know, I wouldn't have been up in arms if that would have won Best Picture either. You know, I mean, because but I mean, part of it also was having been an actor, you know, at one point. Mm-hmm. That is easily the best production of Hamlet I've ever seen.
There you go.
It really was. It really was. And then I kept thinking that it was beautifully done, and yeah. And I don't know how you felt during that scene when Hamlet is dying and Jessie Buckley reaches out her hand. I actually gasped. It was just I think that should have won for Best Director. I really
Chloe, yeah. I love her. She's not made one movie
because you weren't there, but you felt like you were there in the theater watching this happen. You understood. It wasn't corny. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a very, very much like a live theatrical experience.
Yep.
Yes,
and that's hard to do on film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I you know, at a certain point, I actually stopped watching her. Not because I thought she was bad or anything, but I started watching the other actors around her.
Yep, I was doing that too.
because the extra, I mean, like everyone on that parterre was amazingly good at not overdoing it, but taking it to a different level of experiencing something. I wonder how many times they filmed it before they got it just right. That's the cheater part of film, which is great, but like live theater, you got one shot, baby, and you better hit it, and it's great. But it was, I loved it. I thought it was very good. I wouldn't have minded at all if it would have won for director, best picture. I guess that's nice that there was such a batch of films this year that wasn't like one just was a clear run, gonna run away with it.
Exactly. Yep. I agree.
And then like now Matt, you were a fan of Song Sung Blue, right?
I was, yes.
Because that was the one person that I thought, don't hate me, but she didn't. I felt she didn't deserve a nomination.
Really? Why did you think that? Because I thought that was. I think I've seen a lot of Kate Hudson movies. I thought that was her best performance, in my opinion.
I felt like. Now, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy Song Sung Blue. Mm-hmm. This is going to sound like I hated it, but I felt like I was watching a made-for-TV movie.
I've heard that before for that one. I can get the comparison, but I think with like. I would say the difference is like the like darkness Kate's character goes through with like after the accident. I don't know, just made another level for me, in my opinion. That I'm like, oh, okay, I see you.
Huh. I thought her and Hugh Jackman generated charm for days.
They did
in the movie.
It's Hugh Jackman,
and they rode that wave of charm to a heart attack in a car. But it sounds like I'm totally dissing the movie. I just didn't think it. I didn't think it compared to Hamnet.
Sure, no, I get that. Yeah.
Or Emma Stone and Begonia.
Mm-hmm.
But Kate Hudson.
I get what you're saying, Tim, because I felt the same way. I felt like it was predictable, like a TV movie. You knew where it was going. There weren't, and I don't feel like. It's certainly difficult to play somebody who was going through what the character was going through, but I don't feel like Kate Hudson made any really incredible choices.
Okay.
It was just laid out. Who I was sad to not see nominated. I don't know that she necessarily should have won, but I think the woman Chase Infinity.
Oh, where'd Matt go?
Oh, where'd he go?
Matt, come back, Matt. Matt.
Did we offend you?
What did we do? Lisa, what did you do?
It was you. You started it.
You were the one who wouldn't stop talking about it, though. Matt, where are you? Do I need to? Matt, you probably can't hear me. Let's just keep talking and hope that Matt rejoins us. And if he doesn't rejoin us, hopefully he'll come down to my office and say, resend me the link, because I can do that.
Yes.
I definitely can do that.
You should have had the link. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine.
Should we call Sharon's office?
The
call's coming from inside Sharon's office. Matt's been taken out. Oh, no. Wait, come back, Matt. Come back. But who did you think should be nominated from Song Sung Blue?
Chase Infinity from One Battle After Another. The daughter. That was her first. This was her first shot, her first role ever, and I think she commanded it. She really did.
Sorry about that.
Here it is! Yay!
We were so worried that Lisa offended you.
Yeah. Nope. I'm good. Technical difficulties.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just glad you're back. So Lisa was saying that Lisa, why don't you say it instead of me saying it?
I was sad that Chase Infinity from One Battle and After Another wasn't nominated. I think she did even more so than Tiana Taylor. I feel like this was her first shot and she ran the gamut, and I just loved her performance. I really did. I loved the character and I just loved her.
What you know when you said who you thought should have been nominated, I thought you were going to say about Song Sung Blue.
Oh no.
And honestly, I would not have been upset if Michael Imperioli would have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor, because he just played someone. It was once again a character he doesn't get to play.
Yeah, and I felt the same way. It was like, hey, who's that? And it was so unusual, but I believed it, and yeah.
And that he did all his own guitar playing. You know, it's like he normally plays such jerks. And I'm saying jerks because we're doing a family-friendly show. Because, you know, he just plays the world's worst people. But yeah, I don't know. But I loved Hamnet. I was a little surprised, actually, that Hugh Jackman didn't get nominated. Because it seems like if you're going to nominate Kate Hudson, you got to nominate Hugh Jackman, because neither one would have been what they were in the film if it wasn't for the other.
For sure.
Well, if you're, but when you're saying that, I feel equally like I don't understand why Paul Mescal wasn't nominated. I just don't understand that. He was par for par with her.
Yep.
I agree. And is there any sort of scuttlebutt that anyone's heard why he was snubbed?
I have not heard anything. No.
I haven't heard anything, but it was. I read a bunch of articles that mentioned it, that it was glaringly obvious that he was snubbed because, you know, they had such chemistry together. You believe those two people were in love, and I really liked his performance. Like you said, when they were doing Hamlet on the stage, I thought he was wonderful.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, yeah, and you know, playing the ghost is not a real. It's not a plum role. It's not It's not a role to make, you know, really that memorable, and he did a great job. But yeah,
and gentlemen, I'm going to say this: he's easy on the eyes.
Oh well. Now that you mention it, I still don't see it, but I believe it. Now, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not a real good gauge. But you know, no, I thought they were a very sexy couple, though.
Yes.
I will say, and right from the beginning, they were believable in that way. Like their first encounter in the barn was very, you know, right from the get-go. I do have to bring some Jesse comments in. Jesse Buckley was my pick for the win, and I loved Hamnet. I cried my eyes out during the movie, as did one Mara Mansfield, my wife. She was a puddle on the floor afterwards. But
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. So the little boy, Hamnet, I thought his performance was wonderful.
Yes.
But, and this is going to sound silly of me, I didn't realize, I thought the plague was like the flu. Was that accurate that people died in pain like that?
I think so.
Why?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
What was happening to his poor little body? That was the hardest scene for me.
Yeah, that was hard to watch. Mm-hmm.
But what a great job for a kid.
Know.
You know, but I've always maintained you get the right kid who doesn't think they're an actor, that they just enjoy it, and they think of it as playing. And that's where I think a lot of adult actors go too far afield. They start acting. And because acting really is pretty simple, as long as you can just not bring a lot of excess baggage with you. If you just, you know, like play, you know, I mean, honestly, it's playing. And, but your wife was very worried that you disappeared.
Yep. I was like, but no.
Well, but just so you know, Lisa and I were very worried too. We thought maybe Sharon had gone demon, had just gone rushed into the office.
We're all good.
But and Jesse also says, I totally agree with you, Lisa. I'm not sure. I think she means with everything you've said the entire show.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
I'm just going to interpret it. No, but I thought, well, Matt, when you told me that they were brothers, I mean, that stacks the deck a little unfairly as being able to really pull off that performance. But the hand reaching, and then the entire globe hand reaching.
Yeah.
It just went to
got me.
a whole different level. And I'll admit it, I'm not afraid to admit it. I was crying throughout that whole last like
Same.
25% of the
Same.
movie. So I mean, it was very emotional, and that's okay. And it wasn't Spielbergy emotional. And I'll get up. Excuse me, I'm getting back up on my soapbox again. I didn't feel manipulated, and that's why I don't like Spielberg movies, even when they're good to a point. Then he doesn't trust that his audience will follow him.
Sure.
It wasn't always that way, but boy, I don't know. Empire of the Sun, I think, is probably where it started, where he just started using music and lighting to manipulate the feelings of the audience. And ever since that, but Hamnet, on the other hand, didn't have that. It was plainly spoken, and they used language beautifully.
They did.
You know what I loved? And this is a Shakespeare nerd. I loved that how they depicted the globe and because I think sometimes people have this highfalutin idea of Shakespeare, and he was really, that was like the reality TV of the time. People bought into it, and it was for everybody. And you really got that feeling of people being transported, and the fact that all classes were together. And I just loved it.
There wasn't enough eating and drinking, though.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, on the parterre, there was a lot more partying going on, which would have explained how, if it was as good, so good as it was, if you had a little buzz going on and you were in the audience, you would easily just go with it in a tremendous level. But that little nitpicky thing aside, I thought it was great. Yep. And, Lisa, you're right. I mean, it was just like that. It was, I mean, theater was the biggest game in town.
It was.
And Shakespeare was doing things that people hadn't done in that part of the world before. Like, he blatantly stole from the Greeks and Romans in an immense way.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He or they, let's just, because I think there's a certain amount of validation to it. Might have been a writers' collective.
Yes.
Working under one name, because I mean, but then again, he might have just been a super genius. I mean, that's quite possible. I'm not gonna. Yes. I'm going far afield. Sorry, Matt.
You're good.
I have just left the building. Bring it back. Let's go to Jessie to bring it back in. Maybe she'll say what she agrees with Lisa about. Oh, about Paul Mescal.
Oh,
really?
Well.
Look out, Matt.
I'm glad I brought my fainting couch with me. Yeah, man. Boy, I don't know.
No. That's funny.
Oh, Emily Brandt chimes in. Lisa, looking good. That's my girl. And as always, it's just the case with Tim Kaczynski, the cheese stands alone.
That's funny.
Gosh darn it. But anyway, should we reel it back in towards the movies again?
Sure.
Is it time to talk about Best Picture
I think
overall?
it is.
And Best Director probably as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me get back to the very, very start of the slides.
All right.
And that way we could just, this is in no particular order, by the way.
Sure.
I just put them up.
All right.
So first off, the movie that Lisa couldn't watch.
Yeah.
No.
The Secret Agent. I also like that people don't call it The Secret Agent.
Oh,
they just call it Secret Agent now. Which I don't know which is right. I have to say, I knew it wasn't going to win Best Picture.
Same.
I mean, it was pretty obvious. Did you see it, Matt?
I did. Yep. I did like it. It wasn't my favorite. I liked the direction it took with I liked all the little characters that were interacting with each other. Like the older, what was her name? The older woman. In charge of that housing. I loved her. And that was her first acting role or something. She killed it. So I liked the little different characters we got to meet. But overall, I left more with questions and answers, I would say. Because that whole scene with the foot in the park, I'm like, what is going on here? So,
yeah.
Well, then I realized it was a little a local legend in Brazil. I'm like, oh, and it was supposed to be a distraction from the stuff that was going on. It's like,
I had to look it up, the hairy leg thing. I didn't know.
Yep.
what I liked about it was that it was so not a Hollywood movie.
No, definitely not.
You know, and it was so not a I mean, it's about a revolution.
Mm-hmm.
You know, compare and contrast this with One Battle After Another. You wouldn't have to watch more than a 3-minute clip to know that one was made in California and one was made in Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's what I liked it. It wasn't the easiest watch, and you had to read all the subtitles. You know, you couldn't take a break because everything was intrinsic to the plot. One thing I really liked about it was that this was Udo Kier's last movie. Do you know?
Yeah, I did read that. Yep.
Yeah. He and such a different role. Udo Kier is this. I mean, how do you describe it? Udo Kier used to be like the handsomest pretty boy when he entered film. He was remarkably handsome in a pretty way, like Brad Pitt when he started, except prettier and more handsome. But he did weird movies. He did a lot of weird horror movies. He did films with Andy Warhol. He did David Lynch movies. He probably has hundreds of movies because he would be in anything. And he was the tailor in this that the police chief made show his scars from the concentration camp.
Yep.
And that was such a different role for him that it killed him. You know, that literally was his last movie.
Yep.
Wow.
But again, it's one of those characters you're like, oh, who is this character? Like, you just introduce these little characters throughout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I did like that, but that it got no real love for Best Picture, no. I don't find that surprising at all.
I do have to say, I do like that throughout the years, foreign films have been getting more love too, because they're some of the best films I've seen have been foreign films. So I love that they're getting nominated more and more throughout the years.
Well, and wasn't Wagner, wasn't he in Civil War?
Which one? Yes, I couldn't remember him for the life of me, but I read he was in that. Yeah,
I think he was the driver.
He was he was yeah. I'm like,
he was the one that drove him around. Him. Yeah.
Wow.
And kind of protected the younger photographer.
Yep.
Like it started to like that it seemed like it might go pervy, and then it went the complete other direction in Civil War. He's a good actor, and I'm glad that he's, you know, kind of breaking out and breaking into Hollywood because it's great. Also, Emily came back with not a comment about how good I look on the show. But seriously, you three are the best.
Oh, thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
I mean, if you want to chime in with anyone who's watching it about the please feel free. Let's go on to the next one because my goodness, because I probably went on a tangent about Shakespeare. We're after 7:00. Okay. F1.
Okay, so this one, I was surprised it got nominated, but I was entertained the whole movie, so I'm not mad. Yeah, there has to be some kind of blockbuster nominated every year. It seems like it's a given, like Avatar, so stuff like that. So I wasn't mad. I was surprised, but obviously I knew it was not. Well, there was a chance it could have won possibly, and I would have been a little upset, but hey.
Lisa?
This was a big stinker.
Wow.
I really did not like this movie.
Interesting. Okay.
I felt like I understand what the Academy is doing. They're doing the same thing they did with lifting K-pop Demon Hunters. They're looking to what is popular. But to have that collection of movies that are so unique and not predictable and tell a story about like a washed up driver who has to come back, and I'm like, what?
No one in the movie talked that way. I would just like to say that. That tone was not present in the movie at all.
But I will say one thing.
Now
I'm going to sound like a weirdo because this is the second time I'm commenting on somebody's looks.
Oh,
Brad Pitt just keeps getting better looking. It's ridiculous.
He ages really good. He ages really good. I agree.
Do you know what I read? And I don't know if it's true or not. And I don't care if it's true or not. They're saying that he's gotten elective surgery, but instead of getting male elective surgery, because of his features, he got female elective surgery. What they typically would do to.
He doesn't look like pulled and He
No.
just looks like he's.
Well, honestly, I bet he has had some work done, but like in the Susan Sarandon school, the Jessica Lange school,
Okay.
where they get little things that make them not look as old, but
Sure.
still,
Yes.
But he does look good.
He does.
I mean, that's the kind of abs I have when I wear my tight shirts, but that's why I don't do it to work. I don't want to be a distraction. But no, you know what? I was shocked that it was up because it was kind of such a throwback. But honestly, I believe it wouldn't have been nominated if Robert Redford hadn't died. And I mean that 100% because this was a lot like old Robert Redford movies like Downhill Skier or the racing movies that he did.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt was being anointed the new Robert Redford with this nomination. That's what I felt.
Okay, I can see that.
No, I hadn't thought about that, but I think you're probably right.
I mean, it just seems logical to me. And, it was a perfectly good popcorn movie. Like you said, Matt, I'm vastly entertained by it. Who played his best friend who got him back into racing?
Javier Bardem?
Yeah. I mean, he was perfectly enjoyable. The woman who played the crew boss, she was very good. There wasn't a lot of heavy lifting in this movie compared to everything else that was nominated. So, but wait, my husband. Oh, sorry, from Emily. My husband likes any movie that goes fast, so he definitely enjoyed this one. I couldn't get into it, but I get why my car-loving guy enjoyed it. Then Jesse said, I wish Javier Bardem was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. That's legit because he was the only one really acting in the movie. I mean, everyone else was just coasting on charm. And then Emily Brandt said, "Sure, Tim," and I have no idea what she means. So I'll find out tomorrow, maybe. But sure, Tim, what? Sure, Tim, what? Oh, maybe that's how I look. Well, I guess I better break out my tight white shirt for work tomorrow. That's my guess. Let's move on to the next one. Right. Before I get fired. One battle after another.
So the winner of Best Picture. This one.
It was the Best Picture. And yes, Emily has confirmed that was in reference to my abs. Great. Thanks, Emily. I will be very cold when I walk into work tomorrow. To Emily, I mean. But no, it was the Best Picture. I don't have a beef with it.
Neither do I.
I thought it was very well done. Do you know who deserved like some sort of mention that nobody did? Their location scout. Because the locations for the movie were so good.
They were.
Especially that rolling highway.
Oh, that was the best scene. I love that scene. Very Hitchcock.
Yeah, super Hitchcock. I agree. Yeah. And I thought the director, I really like his work. I think he does a phenomenal job. And he's another one of those directors, kind of like what we were saying about Weapons, that it'll be funny and then brutal, and then funny and then brutal. Yeah. He switches back and forth really well with that, and always has, in my opinion. But I mean, he's a good director, and he puts a good story together. I know some people just despise his style, but I think it's really quite good.
I like it. Yeah, I didn't expect it to win, but I was pleasantly surprised because I don't think did it win any other awards like at the other award ceremonies before this one. I can't remember.
Well, I think Tiana Taylor won something, a Golden Globe or something.
I know once you win the Best Director Oscar, usually that's going to win Best Picture, typically. Not all the time, but for majority, I would say.
Did Tiana Taylor win a BAFTA award?
Don't know.
I don't know. No. I don't remember.
I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think DiCaprio didn't win because he's won before. How many does he have? 2 already?
Just one.
Just one?
For Revenant, yep.
Oh, right.
Yep.
No, but I really enjoyed the movie. I didn't like Tiana Taylor all that much, I have to say. Like I thought, if there was a weak link in the movie, it was her. She was.
Me and Jesse have a beef with her because I don't know if you guys watched Masked Singer.
No,
she was on it and she won, but she had such a bad attitude. Like she was in the bottom two one point. She walked off the stage pissed off. It's like, come on, like I
think that's what bothers me about her is her attitude.
But at the Oscar, she was cheering for everyone. I'm like, I want that attitude from you. That's what I like to see. Like, yeah. So we had a sour taste in our mouth for her, and I'm like, oh gosh, she's nominated. Here we go.
Well, but I thought she was kind of a poor sport when she didn't win Best Supporting, and Amy Madigan did win. She wasn't supportive in that moment. What?
I thought she was up and cheering for her right away. I thought I saw.
I don't recall it that way.
I'll rewatch it.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I thought I don't know. But yeah, she seemed she had a good attitude for the most of the ceremony. But yeah, just that her behavior in Masked Singer, I'm like, okay.
Well, and I thought she was pretty one note in this, like where the other characters were a little bit more nuanced. Her character did one thing.
Yep.
And one thing with a gun that wasn't shown on screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
For which I am grateful.
You weren't you weren't supposed to like her. There was that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It was very clear that you weren't supposed to like her. So, and I love DiCaprio. I really did. The relationship between he and his daughter broke my heart. It really did.
Yeah.
It was good.
I think that's maybe DiCaprio's strong point is like the relationships he establishes on screen are always very believable.
I will agree.
So he'll be employable forever until he decides he doesn't want to do it anymore.
I agree. Yep, he will.
So
he ain't going anywhere.
No, very true. He'll be nominated again.
40s, he's going to assume?
Late 40s, probably, like 48, 49, something like that.
Ooh,
Now, here are I thought there was some snubbing in this, that the director didn't get nominated, that Jesse didn't get nominated, that his cousin didn't get nominated. I mean, I really like this. Have you seen the original, Matt?
Original that this was based off on?
Yeah.
No, it's called Save the Green Planet, right?
Yeah. It's really good, and it's a very different movie because they had the director of Save the Green Planet was originally attached to this, and they changed it too much for his liking, but they did change it a lot. But I thought it was great, and I loved how it ended, and the stillness and the beauty contrasted off of death and everything. I thought it was a wonderful movie, and I like Emma Stone. She's someone who is just used to be an ingenue, said not anymore, and just changed its trajectory. Like Mia Goth.
Yep, I agree. This is the only movie my sister talked to me about because she's not a movie watcher, and she texted me. She's like, Matthew, have you seen Begonia? My friend recommended it. I'm like, oh my God, what'd you think? She's like, worst movie ever. She's like, she hated the weirdness. She's like, she said, what the hell was going on the whole movie? She was not having it. So I'm like, Nicole,
I loved it.
That's the director's style. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
But she was not amused. That was the only Oscar movie this season she talked to me about.
Now, has she seen his other movies?
No, and I don't think she will ever now.
Begonia might not be the wisest jumping into the deep end of the pool movie because
I said the favorite. That might be his most tamest one, I would say.
Which one? The favorite?
The favorite.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward. It's a period piece.
There's some weirdness, but it's not like bonkers like Begonia is, where it's like what?
Or The Lobster or Kinds of Kindness, or I mean,
yeah.
I loved it. I mean, I thought it was. I don't know. I thought it was really good. I like his style. I like how he directs, but seeing this as the first one, that's a lot. I mean, that would be a lot.
I was like, oh, Nicole, I'm so sorry. Because she hates weird movies that make no sense. So I knew she was just like why am I? She did it to make so she said she couldn't make her friend feel good or like that she watched it, but she did not enjoy any second of it.
Yeah. She's wrong about it being the worst movie. That's clearly E.T.
Oh yeah. My cousin would agree with that.
That may be the Spielberg one that sent me over the edge.
But
But
I like his movies. I loved Poor Things. I think the only one I've not seen yet from his Killing of Sacred Deer. That's the only one I haven't seen yet.
That's so good.
Yeah.
And again, crazy, weird, but what I love is that your brain goes, this is weird for like 30 seconds, and then you're along for the ride.
Yeah.
And I love that Emma Stone, you weren't sure until the very
the flip-flop thing. I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was like, whoa.
Yep.
I kind of like the goop when she came through the goop. I thought that was a good choice.
Oh, the goop was good. And also when she was asking about why he exploded in the closet.
Yes.
I thought was great. Like, cause she wanted to make sure it was still functional before she got in. There was a different problem, but yeah. No, and you know, shaving her head and losing a bunch of weight, and you know, she takes chances, and I respect that.
I do too.
I don't think it would be a bad thing for her to have a sandwich occasionally now, though.
Yes, yeah.
She's getting powerful, unless she's prepping for another role. That's you know, she's something of a method actress, obviously, and that's okay, but it's dangerous. Speaking of method actors, have either of you seen The Bride yet?
No, not yet.
No.
That's getting a lot of polarizing reviews.
It should have been better.
Ooh, okay.
That would I didn't hate it, but it should have been better. I blame Maggie Gyllenhaal for it. She tried to cram too much into it.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Yep, I agree. That's why that's the main criticism I've been hearing.
But
I'm still going to watch it.
Jesse's great. Christian Bale is great too. I mean, and they're great together. That's another thing. Like, I don't think either of them are going to get nominated, but it would be like, if Jesse got nominated, it would be like Kate Hudson being nominated without Hugh Jackman being nominated for Songs on Blue. You know, they had a chemistry and it worked and it was weird, but I wished for it to be better.
Fair enough.
Yep. But Sinners, well,
we talked about that.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to say anymore. Yeah, I'll watch it again. I loved it. Yeah. Sentimental value, sad.
I liked it. Very slow burner movie, but I thought everyone did a good job. Like I said, even though I didn't like Ellen that much, she still did good. I can't complain. The sisters' chemistry was like top notch to me. I love that scene where they're like, she's reading the script and they're so emotional. So good.
Someone watching along brought up Sacred Deer, Back to Begonia. Slightly, that's the only one that they. Okay. That's a really good and it's subversively weird. You know, that's
reading the plot. Yeah, on like I'm trying not to get spoiled on that one because I know there's some crazy stuff that happens, but it sounds like a very interesting, weird movie, which I love those. So.
Oh yeah, I downloaded it off of Shudder and just watched it without knowing anything about it. Just that he directed it. It's so good. Yep. Any more on sentimental value?
Waffle?
Yeah, I think it was. Love it.
I'm pretty sure it was a waffle. Let me, let's just check that out just to be sure. Definitely a waffle.
Love it. Yes.
Okay.
Love the waffles.
Well, what's not to love about waffles? I mean, we could talk about waffles on a different show.
No, but I just needed to be sure about what I saw.
Well, that show would be called Whatcha Eating.
Hey, I'd love to do that too. I'm a foodie.
Yeah, I can do that too. That's a very easy transition. Marty Supreme, I enjoyed it. Like Matt, you apologized to me earlier. That was your pick to win?
It was. This was my pick to win Best Picture. I loved it the whole way through. And my buddy who never watches like current movies, he saw it in theaters, and he absolutely loved it too. So I was like so happy that he liked it too. Because he, like I said, he only watches movies with me pretty much. So have him like this and rarely go to theaters and love this one. I was so happy.
Lisa, did you see this?
Oh, and he keeps. I know how you feel about the Chalamet, But he keeps surprising me, and you think he's going to be one thing, and then the ending moment, I thought he just did beautiful work.
Oh, the baby. Yep.
Yeah.
I despised the ending of this movie.
Really?
That's what ruined it for me. It was totally unbelievable. With the character they had set up without any transition, there was no transitional scene. And it was right to the baby. If there had been something there, then it maybe wouldn't have jarred me so much. It just felt like pat. It felt like they went, well, we got to wrap this up. Got to wrap it up, so let's just do it. Let's get to it. That's what it felt like to me. Because I don't get surprised by Timothée Chalamet. That's what I don't like about him. I think every character that he does is aggressively apologetic.
Okay.
And I don't mean he's apologizing for what he's doing. I just mean that's how he approaches his character work. It feels to me like that. However, I did really like this movie. And I thought he was cast well in the movie, and that he spent 5 years learning to play ping pong really well. That's pretty great. You know, I do like that. And I had no idea there was in the 50s that there was this backroom table tennis hustling thing going on the East Coast.
That's crazy.
No idea. But it was a very enjoyable movie. You know, I liked it until the ending.
Okay. What do you feel about his comments he made recently about ballet, theater? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's very Kardashian.
Yeah, it was very tone deaf.
Yeah, it's tone deaf, and now it just seems like anyone that gets dragged into the Kardashian sphere just starts putting out sound bites.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They just start talking about stuff. And it's meaningless. It's just supposed to generate controversy and conversation. I mean,
for those who are watching that are not aware, Timothy made some comments recently about how theater and ballet, no one goes to them anymore. They're not important anymore, and it pissed a lot of people off. So that's kind of the context of what he said we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't agree with it.
Lisa, what do you think about his comments?
I have a totally different viewpoint. I think, first of all, we are seeing snippets taken out of a larger context. So we're just seeing when he said, I don't want to be a part of opera or ballet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what led up to that. But I also, I'm not saying opera and ballet shouldn't be around. I admire those arts. But to not recognize that they are struggling art forms and that they are art forms that the general public does not have access to. And I think I said this to you, Tim, listen to that generation. They're speaking the truth. They're saying this is out of touch for me. And if we want to make it more viable, then make it affordable. Make it so that you don't have to spend $1 million to see an opera.
I agree with that too.
So I think what he was trying to say came out flippant, and I think he meant something different. I'm not in his brain, but I also think that for people, my 2 cents on a soapbox, for everything that's going on in the world right now, to beat him up over that, especially the arts community, just to go over the top and then bring Misty Copeland out to do a dance. It's just really, is this completely necessary? I think it was over the top.
That's fair. I can see that.
I mean, I do agree about it being not affordable, but the arts in general, movies included, are way overpriced. You know, they're having trouble getting people into movie theaters because of how expensive it is. So, you know, but it needs, like you're saying, it needs to be less commodified so that people can attend it again, like in Hamnet, you know?
Yep.
Yes.
I remember when I was an exchange student, I would frequently go to see the National Opera of Liège on Wednesday afternoons because we didn't have school, so every Wednesday I would do something. And it was like 10 Belgian francs to go see it as a student.
Nice.
And that was great. I loved it. And I saw some really great operas, when I was there, just taking the bus downtown. So it was very cool. Anyway, but I don't disagree. But you're right, Lisa. We have it completely out of no context. It's just a soundbite.
Yeah.
And that's where I say it's very Kardashian. It's part of that soundbite sphere. It's about getting clicks and hits. So,
all right.
But Frankenstein, gorgeous movie.
So this won several technical awards, which I agree with. I think it won production design, and makeup and costumes. The won 3, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Those 3.
So movies overall won 8.
Yeah.
This year.
My issue with this movie, even though I liked it, is they changed from a book quite a bit, which I wasn't a fan of. So I'm like, that dock down points me because I love the book. And just like, the whole like change when he comes back to get the wife, like making a wife. Like I want to see him making the wife and then destroy it. I want to see the monster come to destroy his wedding day, kill Elizabeth. Yeah, it was just a lot of changes. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, why are you playing it safe, Del Toro? So I was a little disappointed in that.
There were a lot of changes. I mean, that's not disputable even.
Yeah.
At all. I thought Christoph Waltz was fun.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first. I'm like, oh, there he is. Where's he been?
Yeah. And I they switched countries, which I thought was weird too. Like they changed it geographically.
Yes.
But it was gorgeous.
It was
absolutely gorgeous.
It's like usually all his movies are like that. Another issue, sorry, I have a lot of issues. Nitpicks this movie. I just want to see one time like the creature like fully depicted as is in the book, like 7-8 feet tall, like yellowish skin. Like they got close. Jacob Elordi, at least they picked a tall actor. I agree with that. But I just want someday to see that like terrifying 8-foot like patchwork, messed up skin, yellowish skin. Like I just want to see that one day, just once. Even it has to be animated, and you just have a voice actor voice the monster. Like, but no adaptation has impressed me with the monster design yet.
They were very close to that once with Kenneth Branagh's version of it. They were going to cast Gerard Depardieu as the monster.
Oh, okay.
And that, if they could have like made him appear very tall, he's probably the closest that's been chosen.
Okay.
Choosing De Niro instead seemed like a mistake, but I think it was
told my wife that, because she loves that version. I'm like, De Niro's the monster? No.
Yeah, that was my problem with it. I thought Branagh was very believable as Dr. Frankenstein. The whole rest of the movie, it was just De Niro. I do think that Gerard Depardieu would have been a good choice, but apparently he stepped away. I don't know what it was. So
didn't he get in trouble back then?
I don't know. I mean, he's in trouble a lot. It might have been one of the first occurrences.
Might have been why he stepped away.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but I mean, he has been getting into more and more trouble, and more stuff is coming out. That's why I don't like knowing things about actors. I'm not saying I don't want it to come out. I'm not saying I don't want them to be punished for their wrongdoings. I just don't like knowing everything about every performer. I liked it when you just listened to a song or saw a movie because you thought they were good on screen or sang well. I miss that a little bit. But at the same time, people shouldn't just be able to rampantly get away things because they're famous.
Yep, exactly.
So, yeah. I don't know what that line to walk is, but
sure. Mm-hmm.
What did you think of the movie, Lisa?
I really liked it. Again, I'm a fan of Jacob Elordi and Mia Goth. I agree, and I didn't think about this until Matt said it. I feel like they made Jacob Elordi pretty boy ugly. Like they were afraid to really. And what's crazy is that his performance was so brave, and he just dove in, and I feel like just screw him up. He's supposed to be screwed up. And
Exactly.
like you said, yellowing and like it's dead bodies sewn together. So like let us see that.
Mhm.
And I didn't think about that until after you had mentioned it. But I loved watching it, and I'm really I think Mia Goth deserves more love. She really does. And it's
Yeah.
not just that she's like, because she is a little weird, but it's not. She approaches each character, and each character is very different, and she approaches it from a way that you wouldn't think. And I love watching that. And I'm just sorry that she didn't get any recognition for this, because it was a beautiful performance, and she was gorgeous to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the costume design win.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I hope she starts getting some love, because she does quality work. I mean, she should be getting more accolades, or at least more recognition than she is.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Train Dreams.
Oh my God, it was so sad.
Yeah.
So
I've never
sad.
heard of this one before, because I'm like, ooh, what's this one? So I noticed Laura's in a lot of book discussion groups with this book. So, but this was the one win I was mad about. This one I thought was a lock for cinematography. This was the most beautiful movies I've seen visually with the nature shots, and it didn't win. I was so mad. I'm like, are you guys blind? What's going on here? Oh, what did Sinners win? Yeah, Sinners did win cinematography.
Yes.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
No. Wait. Oh, it did. Sorry.
It did.
Yeah.
So this one was the one when I'm like, oh, come on, Academy. Like, did you not? Oh, so yeah, I was not happy about that one.
But Sinners in its own way was pretty gorgeous too.
It was, but this one, like every single shot almost was like a painting.
No, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I love the Nick Cave song that was nominated.
Yes.
I'm a huge Nick Cave fan. I also think this, much like Secret Agent, clearly not a Hollywood movie.
No.
It was a whole different vibe. And very sad.
Another movie dealing with grief and loss. Like, that seems to be a trend this year. Because there a lot of the shorts, too, and documentaries, all dealt with loss. And, like, it was a rough year to watch some of these movies, because it was sad.
Yeah. Definitely. And even Hamlet, was based upon, it was all, I mean, the whole movie was about loss. Mm-hmm. Almost from start to finish, on some level, about people trying to work around the losses that they encounter in their life. Mm-hmm. But magnificently done,
Yes.
And our waffle friend loved Train Dreams.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good slice of life.
It was good. Yeah.
Do you think Joel got snubbed?
Do you think what? I'm sorry, man.
Do you think Joel got snubbed for a win?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe. I liked him. I don't know. He was good, but I think the other actors were better. I think I would have, if the one person I would have replaced would have been Jesse, if I had to pick a snubbed person to put it on the nominees.
Well, I'm just glad they haven't expanded the nominees, for the way they do Best Picture. I think 10 is too many.
I like that it was just 5.
I did too. I really did. Or they should have gone, the Golden Globes route, where they have comedy or musical and dramatic. I don't think there's a crime in breaking it up like that.
Nope.
But they're not going to do it. So we're over time, and as someone with great decisions, I have to kick us out in 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
Because you don't have to go home, but you can't stay at the library. I know that much. We have to, but the one thing, and this is horror, that I felt really disappointed that it was ignored, was Bring Her Back.
See, I didn't watch that one yet. I haven't seen that one. Is that the one with Sally Hawkins?
Yeah. And she was phenomenal, but so were all the kid actors in that. Like,
that's what I keep hearing.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, Matt, but this doesn't get. But there is someone who is being used for necromancy, who is a young boy. And that kid actor, the stuff that he does is crazy, over the top good acting. And but I just thought it was such a good movie. I like the people that directed it too. They also did
Talk to
Talk to Me.
I haven't seen that one either. Is it the
Oh,
same director?
Talk to Me is so good.
Talk to Me is really good.
Get caught up.
Yeah, I mean, I really like, what started out as an indie movement, like the Irish indie horror genres and the Australian, which I guess started with the Babadook really in earnest. But they do some really interesting stuff. Did anyone feel like something was completely left out that should have been included?
Trying to think here. Not the top of my head.
I read something today that a lot of people thought that Jennifer Lawrence should have been nominated for Die My Love. Now, I haven't seen that. I don't know, because I was so focused on everything else. And
yeah,
I to be honest, I'm a little frightened of it, because it seems like a woman who's going through postpartum. I'm not quite sure. But did either of you see that movie?
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I think another one I think I heard a lot about that got some Golden Globe love was The Testament of Anne Lee. Amanda Seyfried.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that either. That got quite a bit of Golden Globe. Yeah.
And Amanda, I heard it's like really good. So, but that one I heard people thought that one got snubbed quite a bit too.
Is that on Netflix?
I think so. It's like a mute. She's like the leader of the Quakers. How that started. And it's like a musical. Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, interesting. So, but yeah, I heard a lot. I got a lot of love at the Globes, and no Oscars. So that's one that I just remembered that people were talking about.
Well, and I just this is the one thing I miss about living like actually in a big city is I love seeing movies in the theater. I love seeing things on a big screen. And while I don't mind traveling to do it, it's just hard to do it on an everyday basis. Whereas when I lived in New Jersey, worked in New York, I could just go see whatever movie I wanted via the subway after work. And that was a great thing to have at one's disposal.
Sure.
I know that sounds super spoiled.
I admit that, and even living, because I lived in New York and lived in New Jersey for so long, but even living in Orlando, you could see anything you wanted to see. Like any of these, you could see the documentaries, like it was all at your disposal. And I think because there was a big acting community there, and I miss being able to just, like you said, I'm going to go over here and watch this. And
I mean, the Angelica Film Center is one of my favorite things in the world down on Houston Street. And that some of the theaters are below the subways is just so phenomenal. That you take like an escalator that seems to go on forever, but then you're richly rewarded with really decent popcorn and movies that you're not going to see anywhere else. So there's also Wicked. Jesse wanted to chime in. Wicked for Good should have been nominated for costume design and should have been nominated for Best Original Song for The Girl in the Bubble. I disagree.
I'll eat my words here. I was telling people, like, just you wait. Wicked Part 2, that has all the emotional moments. It's going to sweep the Oscars. 0. So I'm like, oops.
Well, I mean, I just thought they did a really bad job with the second part.
Well, I think the second half of the stage play is known for being kind of like not as good as the first. So there's nothing you can really do to make it better, I would say.
And I think the bigger problem is you end the first part and you're all the way up here with the song and you're like, and then you make us wait a year. It's not 15-minute intermission. You're waiting a year to watch. I don't, there was not a memorable moment, really.
I wanted part 1 was way better.
Yeah.
I think what they should have done is something unusual and not try to make double the money.
Sure.
I think they should have taken the two movies and made one great movie.
Yes.
And it would have been so much better. Musicals are hard to turn into a movies, period. like talk about Act 1 closers. One Day More from Les Mis is
Mhm.
probably the best Act One closer I have ever seen
So
live.
good. Mhm.
And then you come back at the end, and it's like, well, and everybody dies.
Yep.
Now go home, you crazy kids. And you know, what are you going to do? It's a classic story adapted from a classic novel. It's
Yep.
you know, you shouldn't change it, like you were saying, Matt, about Frankenstein. You don't want to change it too much. You can tweak it, but you don't want to like completely do things different. But I don't know. I thought it was a very good year for movies in general, though.
It
I
was.
enjoyed a
No, I
lot of what I
agree.
saw. And so we should do this again next year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
As usual. Yep.
And we could combine it with what you watch and eat.
Yes.
Oh, and eating. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know what I'd be eating, because I would have a Monte Cristo sandwich.
There you go.
Because while I don't love Monte Cristos, I love sneaking them into movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Funny.
So I'll talk to Ryan about running it as a special at Ryan's when we do it. But Matthew, Matt, thank you so much for asking us to do this.
Yep,
This
absolutely.
is always so much fun. I absolutely love it. So
Thank you so much
bravo,
for joining
Matt.
me again. Thank you.
Yes,
Y'all
thank you,
awesome.
Matt.
All right.
All right, Matt, I guess it's time to say goodbye so that, you know, Sharon doesn't have to come in and actually roust us out of our seats. So it's been a pleasure doing this again with you guys. I look
thank
forward
you
to next
guys.
year already.
Really
Thank
Have
you.
a great night all.
Thanks for watching,
Bye.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, viewers. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody.